Hi guys, and welcome to Halifax Here. My name is Gina Hernish.
And I'm Adam Cooper.
Halifax Here is a My Halifax weekly podcast where we upload right here on our YouTube channel every Friday. We talk about things happening in Halifax, answer questions, and talk about things we thought you might like to talk about. So let's get into it. For this week's episode, we're going to be talking about Art Battle, which we went to on Friday night. We do apologize, this podcast is going up a little late. We were busy yesterday and we just completely forgot to film.
Yeah.
So it's going up today, Sunday.
We were like, oh, we'll upload on Saturday. And it was like 10 o'clock Saturday, and I was like, you know what we forgot to do? The podcast.
Yeah.
Eesh.
It was a bit late to do it at that point. But so yeah, the Art Battle, we typically go, my sister, Julianne Harnish, who's an artist here in Halifax, she usually participates every now and then.
She's an all-star.
She's an all-star, yeah. So she's she competed in one a few months back in the winter time. I think it was January or February. I can't remember. But she won that round, and that got her. She won that night.
Yeah. And
I'm really bad at explaining this.
Yeah.
And that was. She was able to move on to the finals, which was Friday night. So it's full of people who've participated in Art Battle before and have won other events.
I think this year they did a vote off where they voted like people that they wanted, like fan favorites, and people that won but maybe didn't go into the rounds this time.
Yeah.
Because normally there's four people on the stage, and there was six this time.
There's 4 or 6. No, there was 8.
Yeah, sorry.
8 artists.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So there were 8 artists each round, which was a lot because usually it's like 4 or 6. And yeah, it's always a good time, and we've covered it twice now on our channel, on our My Halifax vlog.
So this channel.
Yes.
On the vlog section instead of the podcast section, you'll see, if you go in there, you'll see them. I like them because I first went when Gina and I actually just started dating. It was one of the first things that we did.
Yeah.
And I'd never been to anything like it. When Gina said, oh, they paint in 20 minutes, I was like, well, 20 minutes, take a break sort of thing. But they legitimately, we count down from 10 to 1 and then just paint. And then 20 minutes comes and goes, and these guys have just knocked out crazy good paintwork.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Paintwork.
What?
I don't know.
Paintings. And I'm like, damn, because it's they're so good. And it's crazy to see it being done in 20 minutes. So you look at it and you're like, oh, that's like an hour's work. But no, it's 20 minutes.
So for those of you who might not know what Art Battle is, it's where a bunch of local artists come and compete basically to win the Art Battle.
Yeah.
It sounds really dramatic, Art Battle.
But it's kind of dramatic the way it goes down.
It's intense. So there's usually 3 or 4 different rounds, and in each round there's between 4 to 8 artists.
Usually it's around 6, isn't it?
Yeah, usually around 6. And they each have a canvas and they paint for 20 minutes. They have 20 minutes to paint something. At the end of that round, the audience gets to go around and vote for their favorite. And the favorite usually gets to go into the final round. So there's say there's 2 initial rounds, 2 or 3.
Two heats, 1 final round.
Yeah, exactly. So then they pick 2 or 3 of the artists who had the most votes into the final round. And then the final round, the audience, each round you paint for 20 minutes, and the final round, the audience gets to vote again, and then that's the winner.
I think I described it in one of the vlogs as American Idol meets Paint Night.
Yeah.
And it's no, I'm not much of an artist. I know what I like to look at, and I know what stuff, there's a guy who painted that owl, that was crazy good, that owl. It could have been a picture, it was so good, and he did it in 20 minutes, it was crazy good. And some of the stuff they do is just do you remember the one where people paint their hands and she's just
yeah.
And you're sitting here what? I couldn't even do that in a year, let alone 20 minutes. So they all count down and they pump music in. And it's always
there's blasting
upbeat,
music,
jazzy music, and then we circle them like sharks coming for the kill, and they're painting, and I'm like, I couldn't paint with someone sitting in the room watching me.
Because they're all in the middle of the room, and the audience gets to circle around them and watch them paint, which I don't even think I could ever do that.
I couldn't stand there and paint.
I don't know how my sister, I would find it so nerve-wracking. Like, how do you even...
It would distract me too much. I wouldn't be able to get like around the idea of being like, wait, what? Get out of my way. And people say, like, especially this year, I noticed it more than any other year, but I don't know if that's because it was a final. A lot of people, and I'm a little bit guilty because I put a video of Julian painting, but still, a lot of people really get close with their phones, like aren't like the whole arm out, try and take pictures. I'm like, you're in their line of sight right now. Like, leave them alone, like they're painting. But I guess they're used to it, but I'd be like so annoyed.
Because I remember when it used to be at the bus stop theater down on Gottingen, and that's like a tiny place, and now they have the painters kind of up on a platform, so the audience can't really get that close unless like you said, they have their phone in. But at the bus stop theater, they were just on the ground, so people, I mean, they kind of had it taped off for the artists, but people would like go like right up close to them, and I'm like, oh man. But so Friday night was actually great because they had a sponsor from tequila, and they had free tequila drinks
for the first 2:15, I think it was.
Yeah, so that was pretty.
That was new,
cool.
And I think that goes to show like the event's starting to pick up momentum. Because again, like I'm not a paint connoisseur, like I know what I like, and there's definitely pictures in there that are from like if you know art, you'd be thinking, well, that's such a complicated thing to do, but I'm like, I don't get it. So like I'm simple, like you draw me an L, done. Yeah. If you draw me some interpret geometric shapes and textures, I'm like, well, the guys just don't get it. So it's kind of like if you're at that level, you can tell like, oh, this would have taken the skill involved in that, then you're gonna love it. But if you're just like a no man like me, that's like, cool, let's look at cool paintings. Like it's great because you can just walk in and just walk around and be like, I like that one. Yeah. Oh, that's all you need to do.
It's great for all levels of art. People that appreciate art, it's because art is so subjective. People can like one thing and hate something else.
So it's nice to see that it's bringing a lot of people in that they can get a sponsor in. Yeah. Of like something like, I mean, it's tequila, which is kind of a weird choice. It's tequila, people like love it or hate it. But still, to get a sponsorship deal and be able to give, because that keeps people there, because obviously, it's a good place to socialize. Like this one, there was a lot of moments of frustration with me because the whole point is like I've been going long enough that the first one I ever went to, it was like this circle of people walking around. They was constantly moving, and then last Friday night, people just stood. Stage was just staring. I was like, you guys have got to move because there's like 3 tiers of people now. There's people who are like sauntering along, and there's people that are like walking through the way we're supposed to, and there's people just standing there trying to film it all. And it's like, I get it, you want to film it, but even the organizer said like stand towards the back so people can.
They ask you the people in the middle of the circle to move like fairly quickly to so that everyone can see the paintings.
Well, also it helps you get a perspective of time, because if you just stand and watch one person paint. Like we watched Julianne the most because obviously that's who we're pulling for, but at the same time, I know we can see her put it together. But if you've seen someone do something which you think, wow, oh my god, how do they do that? And you're also missing the construction, because sometimes with some of the art, they'll start drawing like a square and a circle, and like, what the hell is that? And it turns out to be a boat, and you're like, what? How did they get a boat out of that? Yeah. But if you get to go around, and it's probably like 30 seconds each time, you'll see it piece by piece, so you get to see them construct it. Yeah. And you just like, and it's really impressive, but it's hard when you physically can't move through. Like, I think next time I'm bringing a megaphone and be like, move, move.
You're just like shot people.
Yeah, like, so I was like, come on, people, just move. And I get it, because one couple were clearly someone's parents, and they were like proud parents standing over them. I was like, I get it, but right now people need to see him painting so they can vote. So,
and it's just really cool to see how there's so many. There's 8, so there were 16 painters there, and 6 of them. I think it was 6 that got to go into the final round, and all of them paint different things. Like all of them, pretty much. Yeah. Would you say like?
Well, I would say that no real. I mean, I don't know the correct term for it, but sometimes you'll look at a painting and it's like flat and smooth, and you can see it's like what I would call traditional painting. And some it's like like almost like globs of paint have like formed like a texture to it. So you've got different kind of like mediums in that kind of regard. And to be fair to most of the artists or people that paint, they actually paint different things. So like they don't just do one painting and then like paint again. They'll do maybe like a seascape, and the next time they'll do like a portrait, and it's just like, you're like, damn, like not only did you paint one thing in 20 minutes and like knock it out of the park, you can do another one for this too.
And also another good thing about it is that after the round is done, you can actually, there's a silent auction that happens, so you can actually buy the paintings. If you really love a painting, you can go and put a bid on it. I had a bidding war with one lady last time because my aunt, she really wanted the painting, but she had to leave. She couldn't stay for the whole thing. So she gave me permission to go up to a certain point, and I got it. There was one lady who kept going in after me.
Get into the eyes.
Yeah, but I eventually got it. I was very happy.
Yeah.
But so that's another great thing, and I think a portion of it goes to the artists and a portion goes to the art battle.
I think it's split.
I'm not exactly sure, but
well, I thought I heard someone say that like there's a minimum, like the minimum there for that night was all $75, and I thought they said like that 40 went to the battle and the rest went to the artist.
Yeah.
Which not an exact split, but I don't know if it's a 50-50 split, but you know, again for the artist, you know, there's a lot of talent on display to do that, and to have the possibility of someone buying your work or maybe seeing you and being like, you know what, that's really cool. Can you what are the work you have so I can buy it from you? That's really, really nice. I mean, for us, like when we do something like this and when we make the vlog and we spend a lot of time making it, it can sometimes get a little bit like a punch to the gut when you think like this is such a good video, and then like people tell you that, but like no one else really finds it. You know, it's hard, and you think like some of these artists, like they're really talented, but it's not really how many people go out and buy art anymore, like from an individual. They'll go to somewhere like Home Depot or not Home Depot,
Home Sense,
and they'll buy a print, and it's it's just basically a print or a picture that's on there, and it's mass produced, and they've got like 14,000 of them, and I'm like, yeah, but there's a local artist in there that would probably do you something for you that will cost you probably less, or a little more, but at least it's one of a kind. And to be in a space like an art battle where you can see people that are like seriously talented.
And I like that they have the auction, because if you don't get into the final round, like my sister did not get into the final round.
That's a travesty.
But I think we might be a little bit biased because she's my sister.
I demand an inquiry and a recount.
Because the winner from this finals got to go to Toronto to compete, so we were really rooting for Julianne. On
behalf of the province, right?
What?
It's on behalf of the province.
I think so, yeah. But yeah, it's good. Like if you don't go into the final round, at least you might get something out of it from the auction. So that's always good.
It's also a really nice mixed crowd.
Yeah.
Like, obviously there's people who are there to support the artist, but there's a lot of people that you kind of get the feeling like they just like to go to art battles. They like to be a part of the actual scene. And it's not like it's just all people in their 20s or people under 20 or people in their 40s or 50s. Like, it is a real mixed bag.
Yeah, it's all ages.
Yeah.
And I mean, I feel like we've gone to so many that we keep seeing a lot of the same people go as well, which is kind of cool.
Well, that's cool, and that's because there's definitely a following there, but you always kind of see, like, I felt this time there was more of a spread between, because last time it's kind of feel like there's people like our age and there's people a lot older. I felt like there's a good gamut between like people from 20, probably the 60s were there. And everyone was having a good time, and it's a lot more of a social event than what you think. I know if you thought about going to like a painting final, you might think, God, that's gonna be boring. But like these are so far away from boring. It's so much fun, and it's so high energy. Yeah. And you just, I feel for the artists, because like it's that takes some guts to go up there and paint, show everyone your painting. It's a lot. I couldn't, like I said, I was like, I don't think I could do it. Not because A, because I just don't have the talent, but B, like I'm not sure I could put myself out there and be subjected to a public vote in a very public forum. It's not like you're in the room when you either make it or you don't. Yeah. And like I do not like to lose. Anyone will tell you that I do not like to lose, and I do not think I could go up there, lose, and then go again. Yeah. Like I just don't have it. Like I'm like, if I lose something, if it's something I'm competitive about, I'd probably do it again. but at the same time, it's like to be in there because you can lose based solely on the fact that someone, because it is effectively a popularity contest one way or the other, you could effectively lose because you did a fantastic painting, but someone did a painting that was something to do with like the Blue Jays, and if the Blue Jays had won the World Series that year, then everyone's like, oh, Blue Jays, it's that kind of thing, and I don't know how I'd feel if I had got like a really good painting, but I lost that because somebody else's was just more viral than mine was, so to speak. Like that, I'd struggle with that.
Or they brought more friends and family,
yeah,
or whatever.
Or people, or it's just that one night with someone else that one just took it because it was just what it is. I don't think I could. Like I like competitive organised sport because you win or you lose.
Yeah.
Right, but it's not because you had the best painting but you lost because. You know, that one was a pink picture of Beyonce and everyone loves Beyonce. Like, I don't think I could handle that. And it's just, that's just me. That's just my nature.
Yeah. But it's a lot of fun. Maybe next time for Julianne, she's gonna, I mean, she's won other
she won a couple
events. She just hasn't
made the grand final, yeah.
Yeah, but it'll happen. It'll happen.
She's got a taste now.
Yeah. Anyway, so I think we might wrap it up here. Thank you for watching this week's episode. Next week, we're going to be talking about our top 5 things to do this summer. So tune in next week. Don't forget to follow us on all of our social media. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course right here on YouTube. If there's anything you'd like us to talk about, please leave a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe and have a great weekend.
Bye guys.